let's talk about numbers that are very small. And looking at the left column, how do you know that these numbers are very small? Well, one indication, whenever you have a negative exponent, you know that your numbers are going to be very small. Compare that to your numbers right here that are very large. They have a positive power of 10. So those are your two keys right there. So we're going to do the exact same thing, but think about this. If it is a negative exponent, are we moving that decimal to the right or are we moving it to the left? Hopefully you said to the left, because when we move it to the left, our number gets smaller. That's exactly what you do. So look at where your decimal is right here. We want to know what the number is in standard form. This is in scientific notation, right? So it's 3.02 times 10 to the negative 1, which means it's going to be smaller. You're just going to move the decimal 1 to the left. So what is our new number? 0.302. That's it. Simple as that. Now, 5.6 times 10 to the negative 2, what are you going to do? Move the decimal 2 to the 1, 2 to the left and fill in a trailing 0. So 0.056. Now, where's the decimal in 7? It's right behind. Okay, move the decimal 4 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fill in your trailing zeros. 1, 2, 3, 7. There you go. So notice, try to make the correlation between this. When you see these negative exponents, know that your answer gets smaller and you're moving that decimal to the left. Now let's scroll down and we're going to do the opposite. Now, how do I know whether it's going to be a positive or negative exponent? Okay, look at this, 10 to the 7th power. Look at this number here. It's a whole number. Well, what do you see here? You see a decimal? Well, it's going to be a negative exponent. So let's see what that looks like. All right, so this one, look where the decimal is. When I want to change it to scientific notation, I'm going to move the decimal 1, 2, 3 behind. Remember, the decimal has to go behind that first number. That's one of the rules. So we know that it's 9, or you can say 9.0. We know that you're multiplying it by a power of 10, but I moved the decimal 1, 2, 3, 3 places to the right. If I put to the power of 10, that makes that number even bigger. That's not what we're doing. Remember, it is 9 tenths, hundredths, thousandths, so it's 9 thousandths. So the answer would be 9.0 times 10 to the negative 3, okay? Look at the next one. We're going to move this decimal behind the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 places. So 5.2 times 10 to the negative 4. And go backwards if that helps, because you know that when it's a negative, you're going to move it back to the left side. All right, the last one. We're going to move it right here between the 2 and the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2.4 times 10 to the negative 7. So notice the difference again. Notice the difference here. These are very small numbers. They have decimals. What do you notice here? They have a negative exponent. Okay, these are decimals. If you want to go backwards, remember what we did up here at the top on the left side. Okay, so now looking at these two pages, I want you to try these 8 problems. You could try it on the bottom, you could try it on the next page, but go ahead and try these 8 problems. And when you come to class, make sure you show your work, and if you have questions, have those questions ready when you come back to class. Okay? All right, have a good evening. Thank you. Thank you.